Hello my dear creative buddies, I hope everyone is fine and I also hope that you have seen my previous videos regarding motion is relative and distance, displacement, speed, velocity and the types of motion, that is uniform and non-uniform motion. So today we are going to learn about acceleration. So acceleration is nothing but the rate of change of velocity. Okay, so here velocity will be dependent on the speed and direction of the object. And here we are generally they have that misconception that the acceleration is nothing but the speed of the object. No, the acceleration is different and speed of the object is different. Now only we have read that the velocity is dependent on speed and direction. So indirectly the acceleration is also dependent on these two things, that is speed and direction. So if any one of these two are changing or both are changing, then the acceleration will be changing. So here let us see what all cases will be there where the speed is changing and the direction of the object is also changing. So here we have taken an inclined plane and let us see the movement of this ball. Okay, so here when I place this ball here, the initial velocity of this ball is 0. And once I release it, what happened? The speed has increased. Yes or no? While it was going down, it was moving with a higher speed. But is the direction changing? No. The direction is same. It is not changing the direction. And now let us observe the movement of this ball in the reverse direction. So here the initial velocity of the object will be 0 and now I am trying to move it upward direction. Then what is happening? The ball is getting stopped after moving little distance. Then what is happening? The speed is decreasing. I am applying force, but after going certain distance the speed is decreasing and it is coming backward. And here the direction is changing? No. But here the acceleration is changing. As acceleration is dependent on two characteristics, as we already know that it is speed and direction. So here the speed was changing. While it was coming down, the speed has increased. And while it was going up, the speed has decreased. And here the direction was not changing. So in this case, the acceleration was changing. So let us see other example. So in the next example, let us take this rope and I have tied a chalk to it and let us rotate it. And here I am rotating it with high speed and leaving it. So what happened? So it has moved to one direction. But what happened here? The speed was constant. The speed was not changing. At every point of the circular motion, the speed was constant. But the direction of the movement was changing. So let us see. So in the second case, what did we observe? That the rope was moving in circular direction, right? And the chalk was moving in this whole direction. And I was holding at the center and I was moving it. And what happened? At each and every point, it has different directions to move. Okay. So we say this lines as velocity vectors. Okay, so at each point, now I have left it at this point and it has fallen here. Okay, if I would have left here, then it would have reached here. So like that at each and every point, the direction of the object is changing. But the speed of the object is constant. So here the acceleration of the object also will be varying. So here we can see that like this we have many examples of moving of planets or stars or comets. These all are also moving in a circular direction and the speed is constant. But the direction of their movement will be changing. So in their orbit they will be moving in different directions. But the speed of their movement will be same. So like that we can take this example for the change of acceleration. And in the next example we can observe. Now what am I doing? I am taking the same ball again and I am lifting it in the air. Then what happened? Now it has moved to little distance. Again it started falling down. Okay. So here this was the ball and it was moving in this upward direction. So it has moved to certain direction, certain distance, and again started falling down. So why did it fall down? Because there was change in speed of the object, and because change in speed, what happened? The direction of the object also have changed. So in the third case, we can observe that two of the characteristics were changing. That is, distance and speed were changing. In the first case, only speed was changing. Direction was constant. And in the second one, the speed is constant, direction was changing. And in the third one, what happened? The speed and direction both were changing. Now what happened here? It is the acceleration is changing in three cases, because the acceleration is nothing but rate of change of velocity. So here acceleration we represent it with the small a, and we have told that acceleration is nothing but rate of change of velocity. Okay, so rate, if any word rate has come, then it is differing with time. Okay, when the time changes, along with that the property also will be changing. So here which property is changing now? The velocity is changing according to the time. Okay, so that rate of change of velocity, we say it as a acceleration. And for all the objects, there will be a starting point and there will be an end point, right? And at the starting point, we say the velocity as initial velocity, which we represent with this small u. And there will be an end point. So for that end point, there will be another velocity, not the same velocity. So that another velocity, we say it as a final velocity, and we represent with the capital V. Okay, so here initial is u and final is v. So here rate of change is nothing but v minus u by t. Okay, so this is the rate of change of velocity for the acceleration. So final velocity minus initial velocity. In most of the cases, the initial velocity will be 0 and final velocity will be based on the speed of the object, or depending on the object and the surface it is moving. Okay, so let us take one object that, okay, so let us take our first example itself. So in the first example, what happened? There was an inclined plane and I have placed a ball here and it was moving downward direction. So at this point, we can take the t is equals to 1. Okay, at t1, what happened? The initial velocity was 0. It did not start moving. Then at the final stage, let us take it as t3. Then in the final stage, what happened? The velocity have reached to v, capital V. And in the mid, if we are taking t 2 seconds, then what happens? The initial velocity will be increasing. Yes or no? From the 0, the speed of the object will be increasing. So that's what has happened here. So v minus u. Understood? So that is the rate of change of velocity. So that is nothing but your acceleration. So what will be the units then? So for the velocity, we know that here initial velocity is 0. So when initial velocity is 0, we can take a is equals to v by t. And what are the units for the velocity? It is meters per second. So meters per second per second. Why are we taking per second again? So time we represent with the seconds. So here second and second, it will be becoming meters per second square. Okay, understood? So these are the units for the acceleration. And we have few of the formulae for the uniform acceleration. So one of the formula is from this only we can define the another formula. So that is a is equals to v minus u by t. Okay, so if we want to find out the final velocity, then what will you do? You have to take the other quantities to the left hand side. So your first t, we have to take it here. So a t is equals to v minus u, because it is in the division. When we take it to other side, it will be turning its property to the multiplication. And next minus u also to this side. So a t plus u is equals to v. So this is the first equation of the uniform acceleration. So here average velocity is nothing but displacement by time. So what is average velocity? Final velocity plus initial velocity by 2 is equals to displacement is represented with s and time with t. And with the before equation we know that v is equals to u plus at. Right. So let us substitute this one in the equation. Okay, so here by applying u plus at plus u by 2 is equals to s by t. Okay, so if you take that t here, then what happens? Here 2u plus at by 2 into t. Okay, so is equals to yes. So on applying this formula here, we are getting this one, and we have taken t to this side, and let us multiply it. So we get 2ut plus at square by 2 is equals to s. Now let us split these two terms as tut by 2 plus 1 by 2 at square is equals to yes. Now can we cancel this 2 and 2? Yes. We can cancel these both. So what is the final equation you get? Ut plus half at square. So this is the displacement of the object. Now, so in the third equation, if we want to determine the t, so for the basic equation, that is v is equals to u plus at. So based on this equation, if you want to determine t, so we get v minus u by a. Okay, so here by taking these all terms to this side, we get this v minus u by a. So if we are substituting in this formula, then what do we get? So first v plus u by 2 into t is equals to s. So in the place of t, let us substitute this one. So v plus u by 2 into v minus u by a is equals to s. So if we see here, this is v plus u and this is v minus u. So we can take them as v square minus u square by 2a. Okay, so if we take that 2a that side, then it will be v square minus u square is equals to 2as. So these are the three equations of uniform acceleration. I hope you have understood this topic. If you have any doubt regarding this topic, you can comment me in my comment section. Till then, keep observing and keep learning. Thank you.